Yo, this is Coach Travis, and this video is going to teach you one of skiing's most notorious tricks, the backflip. Now, let's quickly talk about the infamous backflip. How often have I been asked the question by a random, can you do a backflip? Obviously, you want to be that person that says yes and eventually shows them how it's done right. A backflip is one of the easiest and most natural tricks in skiing, but it requires commitment and trust. All in all, it's just one single backwards flip, so nothing technical is going on here. Now, what do you need in order to start learning backflips on skis? Since this also might be your first inverted trick you're trying to learn on skis. Ideally, you can do a backflip on the trampoline or off a diving board. Yes, you might think at this point, bruh, I need to have backflips down in order to learn the backflip. Well, backflips on skis are slightly different, and the chances of hurting yourself on the trampoline or diving boards are smaller compared to doing it on skis. You can practice half, more likely 1/3 backflip motion on any mattresses or trampoline. How? You position yourself standing still, you jump up high and land on your back. You achieve this by popping off your heels and tucking in your knees so your body starts rotating. If not, don't panic, the bare minimum skills for this is having a sound feeling for your skis and body, and a poppy jump where you feel comfortable. Powder lips, or like wind lips or backcountry jumps, soft snow in general, may be the best bet at the beginning to minimize the risk of injuries. Now, you approach the jump as usual. Keep your speed in check. Look ahead towards the takeoff flip, and as you're getting towards the transition of the jump, you start to position yourself with the classic shoulder wide foot stance and bent knees. As the transition is starting to climb and it's becoming steeper, your body has to follow it. What I mean by that is you do not fight the climb of the jump. So you don't lean forward against it, otherwise you end up doing a front flip or something like that. You rather go along with it. The curvature of the jump is your boost and tool in order to pop off and initiate that backwards rotation. This is why the more pop a jump has, the easier it is to pull off a backflip. Don't get fooled by my backflips here. At the beginning of your attempt, you should totally actively use your arms in order to wind up enough energy to fully flip. Let's quickly rewatch this crucial part of aligning yourself with the curvature of the jump. Focus on my body angle and compare it towards the jump angle. You should be able to observe that I'm fully going along with it. Alright, you should be aware of how to position yourself correctly now. Let's continue with the most crucial moment of performing a successful backflip, the actual pop on the takeoff flip. Right on the lip, I've already started to actively push myself off the ground like the backdrop motion I've mentioned before, just with some little changes. As I'm doing that, my head is tilted backwards with no side rotation, absolutely tilted backwards cleanly. This is also the commitment part, and it's quite scary. You will lose sight of the takeoff and landing for a brief moment as your eyes will be facing the sky. Do not at any circumstances look forward again. This will immediately cancel a flip and you will have a high chance of landing on your back or even the neck. Don't do that. Once you commit for the flip, you go for it. I need you to think about the following very carefully. You have to imagine yourself that you want to throw your head back by tilting it as seen here in the videos. You're actively searching the landing again by continuously looking backwards, because the landing will instantly reappear in your eyesight as your body will naturally follow the flip rotation. You have to trust in this, that's just the way it works. You will then see the ground again pretty fast. As your head does what I've just described, you have actively popped off the lip and you completely arch your back in order to look around the back. Fully arch your back and simultaneously tilt your head back. Your chin has to go fully up and face upwards away from your chest. Don't tuck it in towards your chest. Hard part is over now, but the tricky one is following. The backflip is one of those tricks where you end up seeing the landing really early and for quite some time during the jump. Don't get tricked into thinking you're done with the rotation the second you see the landing. In reality, your head may have done 3/4 of the flip, but the rest of your body didn't. That's why I mentioned a profound ski feel is mandatory. You can't just look at your noses of the ski mid-air. You'll have to feel when you have to tuck in the knees in order to get the noses of your skis around so they won't stab into the landing like a fork. Best advice here is, the second your hip is aligned with your upper body, or like your upper legs are aligned with the upper body, you're good to go to prepare for impact. As you come around the full flip, you open up your body, extend them legs, prepare to absorb the impact by bending the knees up in contact. Raise your arms to your upper body to have a controlled balanced posture, stomp it, and ride away clean.
Welcome back. Oh!
This was How to Do a Backflip on Skis by Coach Trifus. I hope you enjoyed and make sure to subscribe and follow my socials for all the updates. Bye!